Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Stormworks. In this one, we are back in the build menu working on our sandcrawler once again. In this one, guys, I don't really have a plan. We are going to just kind of work on this all around. So you're going to see a lot of detailing pretty much everywhere in the ship today. We're going to try to get the shaping done a lot more. This will help us work on the interior layout, and then also you guys will get a better plan for kind of what the inside of this thing's going to look like. But yeah, in the meantime, that's kind of what we're going to be working on. If you guys do like this build series, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Come back for more. I'm going to keep these builds coming. As always, when this build is done, I'll get it on the workshop for you guys to play with. But in the meantime, this is a little bit of a slower series for me. Just kind of something that I'm working on alongside with the carrier. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, I like kind of taking these episodes a little bit slower, talking a little bit more. So yeah, that's kind of just a little bit about this. So definitely expect these to keep coming around. This build's not going to be anywhere near as long as the carrier, guys. But yeah, we're going to keep working on it. I'm going to keep probably just up with the one video a week on Thursday. So keep your eye out for that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what we got in store for today. So right now, I'm kind of just working on this little balcony in the front and these windows below. This is something I wanted to have in the ship just because I thought it would have be a really, really cool little feature to be able to go out there and kind of look over like a balcony while the big old land ship is kind of cruising across the desert. So that's what this is for. And then this lower deck, that is not going to have any access space, it is going to have access space, but it's going to be a lot less useful. You're going to see that'll change a little bit more. I'm going to bring this lip around and move this wall back. But because of the amphibious features of the vehicle, this part of the boat is a lot more likely to be underwater when you're in the water. So it's not going to be as usable of a space, but there's definitely going to be space out here too. And then later on in the episode, we're going to work a little bit more on the lift and the hangar and the floor plan and stuff like that. You guys probably have noticed there's some changes that were made in between episodes too, but none of that was really super dramatic. So I didn't really record it. But yeah, there's some slight changes. We're going to keep detailing this. For the meantime, I'm going to let the time lapse roll a little bit more, and then we'll cut back in and I'll talk about what we're doing after I've built a little bit more. All right, so we got a little bit of building done, and you guys can see that I kind of added that lip down there like I was talking about. There is a hole in it, so I don't really know what that's about, but I think I fill that in later. But yeah, that lip, it kind of helps the boat kind of ride above the water, so that's why that's there. And yeah, there you go. I do fill it in. So apparently past me agrees with current me that did not look great. But yeah, so that's kind of not really a super useful space up here, but nice little spot to hop out, get some fresh air. And then after this, I'm going to actually be adding some cutouts to the side of the land ship too. You guys will see that, and that's going to be more for like cargo purposes. So those will probably get cranes above them, and that's probably a good time to talk about the thumbnail, because I'm sure you guys have seen the thumbnail. You clicked on the video. Yeah, you guys saw trailers. So, I know I mentioned trailers in the past. Those are the trailers that we're going to be working on, and this is going to be a lot further down the road, but just I wanted to share that with you guys because I think a lot of people are kind of a little confused as to what the purposes of this thing's really going to be for. And I know it's going to have multiple purposes, but the most reasonable thing for it to do is to just transport cargo. So we're going to give it some really big trailers so you can transport a lot of cargo across the desert or across the ocean. The trailers do float, guys. And then I know they looked really big. They're roughly about the same size as this vehicle itself, wheelbase wise. So they are very, very big. You can fit 9 cargo containers on top of them. And then you can obviously fit another 9 on top of those cargo containers if you like. You can keep stacking them. But inside the hull also is a cargo space with a kind of like a door like this main land ship has, except it's a lot bigger. So you'll be able to fit a lot more vehicles in it. But yeah, I think that's something cool that you guys can kind of look forward to. It's definitely a little weird, I know, but I know this whole build is kind of strange. So I think it was fitting. I think it was cool. You got this big old truck, and to be honest, there's not all that much cargo space on it because I wanted to have a lot of space for life support systems and hospitals and living spaces, fresh water, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of why we're a little tight on cargo space in here. But we'll take care of that later, and that's, again, we'll do that with the trailers. But for now, I'm kind of just trying to work on the floor plan a little bit. So luckily enough, the inside of the ship is kind of sectioned off pretty well on its own, just naturally. You can tell with that door and kind of where the truck bed starts. So I'm going to almost put like a bulkhead wall behind this door, and you can access the engine room from behind it. But because of this is also going to make the hangar space a complete separate space. And then also you guys will see later on, going on the theme of carrying cargo, you are going to be able to fit a full-size shipping container inside of this ship through the hangar. So that's another little cool thing to look forward to. It'll fit right between the engine and the lift. There's some sliding tracks that I'm going to put in so you guys can carry a cargo container internally also. But yeah, that's kind of just what I'm working for, or looking at right now. I know right now I'm kind of cutting this hole out in the top floor as a balcony, and I thought I was going to add this, but I don't. It takes up too much space. It ruins a lot of the space as far as what rooms you can put in the ship. So it looks good for now. You can kind of look down, it's cool, whatever, but it is going to go. So just keep that in mind, guys, that this little hole right here isn't permanent. I just thought it was something that was neat at the time, and then I later on decided I didn't really like it. But yeah, we're going to work on our little bulkhead door now, and this is, if I'm being honest, guys, this is very heavily inspired from kind of the stuff you see in like Star Citizen. So I know for many of you who have watched the channel quite a bit, you know that, I've played Space Engineers in the past. I haven't really played it too much in many years, but what I used to do in Space Engineers was I would try to recreate a lot of ships from Star Citizen. And this specific hangar bay, I could tell you I drew a lot of inspiration. There's a ship in Star Citizen called the Starfarer, and I built that ship once, and it's got like the coolest little hangar deck ever. It's a cargo ship. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I don't ever play Star Citizen or whatnot. I do think they have some pretty cool designs that they come up with here or there. But yeah, this is definitely a little bit inspired by that, and you can tell by this little window that overlooks the front of it. In the spaceship, the lift doesn't drop from the floor. It's like a ramp that folds down right underneath this little window. But yeah, I kind of wanted to have a really high ceiling and then a window that looks over it, but I wanted it to also be a completely separate space. So that's kind of what we're getting into. And I know there's quite a few comments about it in a few of the comment sections for some of the previous videos. So I hope a lot of this kind of can help clear it up a little bit for some of you. I know that there's seems to be a confusion. So this thing is going to have space to fit a vehicle. I know some of you are concerned about how tall the vehicle can be in here. Obviously, this hangar deck is pretty tall. It's a lot taller than any vehicle you can fit underneath the land ship. So space is not going to be a concern. In as far as things you can fit underneath the land ship, guys, this thing is huge. It sits multiple meters off the ground. You should be able to fit, any normal sized car or truck inside of this hangar. Like this land ship is way higher off the ground than you think it is. And honestly, kind of one of the ways that I can best show this is the wheels are XML. So the hitboxes aren't as large as the actual wheels. The wheels you could see are huge. They're probably 4 or 5 meters around. The hitboxes on those are only like 5x5s or 7x7. I don't know off the top of my head. But because of this, the when you spawn it, the vehicle actually clips up, not down towards the ground. So it doesn't fall towards the ground. It goes up. So it's actually taller than most things you can actually fit into the hangar space by default once you spawn it in because of the wheels. So it is, I can guarantee you guys this thing is definitely a lot larger than it looks. So you definitely should be able to fit a good amount of vehicles in it. And if you can't fit it in this one, you will definitely be able to fit it in the trailer. So I wouldn't really be too worried about that. But right now I am kind of working on some cutouts. I'm trying to add some detail to the hull of the vehicle, and I think some little cargo cutouts would look really nice. Now, I started with this little idea down here more towards the waterline, and I thought it looked all right, but ultimately it's going to change quite a bit. It's too low. You can't have that door down there, and then once this ship is in the water, it's just going to be completely underwater. So later on we'll raise that door. It's going to go up a floor, and that'll be kind of like the cargo access and another way to board the ship. But yeah, that's kind of about it for the detailing we're going to work on today. Like I said, I know this one was a little bit all over the place, but we kind of just got to get just general detailing all over this thing for the meantime. And then later we can come back and kind of work on floor plans and that kind of stuff. So that's what this episode is about. If you guys made it this far, thank you. I know it was a lot of me just kind of ranting, but I know a lot of you have been asking me to talk a little bit more. So I figured this landship series, we can take it a little bit slower. I'll talk a little bit more. The builds, there's less time lapse in the builds. So you guys can kind of see more of what I'm doing and stuff. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this one. So again, thank you so much for sticking around. If you guys want to, stay more up to date with my channel, definitely check out our Discord. The link should be down in the description below. We chat all the time. We hop on Stormworks and play every now and then. Good time, or a good place to kind of just make some friends and chit chat and keep up to date with the channel. But enough of that. I know I'm kind of ranting, but yeah, that's it for this one, guys. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and come back for more.